Lowry Lake, BC, here on Vancouver Island. I'm kind of in the center of the island, kind of in the middle of nowhere. And the rain has held off one more day, so I decided to just hang out here. But tomorrow, 100% chance of rain. Day after tomorrow, 100% chance of rain. 10-day forecast, rain every day. So yeah, this is, well, there's a pit toilet. And once again, I have found a empty, free campground here at Lowry Lake. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 sites. 14-day stay limit. Pack it in, pack it out. Don't be an idiot. And there's a site over there, picnic table, and some sort of fire pot, fire ring. Yeah, picnic tables are pretty sturdy, concrete top, and that's pretty good sized slabs. There's 2 more sites over there. I almost took this site when I rolled in here last night. In fact, I kind of pulled into this little depression, kind of got jacked around in here and had a hell of a time getting out. You can see there's a lake over here. I thought this was the closest site to the lake. And like typical though, I pull into a site without really exploring all that much, and I just kind of grab the first site that looks decent. I really got to stop doing that. I need to take my time and see if I can find, the best site for me at the time. So after I got myself out of that little depression, I pulled down here, and I thought, well, hell, this kind of looks like a site. I mean, there's a fire ring here and a little bit of a parking spot. Had to put myself on the jacks a little bit. But seeing how I'm the only one here, I'll take this out my door. Even got a little bit of blue sky, hoping the sun comes around the corner here. This is south. And hoping to get a little solar in an hour or so. It is so quiet. You can hear a little bit of leaves rustling. And tinnitus. Boy, that's pretty. Yeah, well, today's Friday. It's Friday morning. May see somebody. There's another little free park about 2 miles south of here. I stopped at first. And there was 2 campers down there last night. So I thought I'd take the chance and drive up here. And yeah, I'm the only one here. I am at the end of a 10, maybe 11 mile rough gravel dead end road to come to this wreck site. But yeah, I'll take this. It was a pretty rough ride, and the road's good. It's rock, BC rock. It's not even a public road. It's a gravel logging road, private logging road, the last 6 miles or so. They allow, I had to stop and read because I was unfamiliar with how they do things out here, but it's open to the public at your own risk, yield to the logging trucks, blah, blah, blah. So I aired down the tires about 15-20 pounds and went slow and took it, yeah, because it's a good road, just rock hard. So yeah, I'm gonna stay here the day. I'm kind of half expecting to see somebody show up, seeing how it is Friday. And then tomorrow, like I said, rain all day starting around 6-7 a.m. I think I'm gonna drive the 4 hours to Campble River. I definitely want to get as far north as Campble River, hang out there for a day or two in the general area up there, and then maybe probably start heading back down towards Victoria and take the ferry back across the Olympic Peninsula, check out the weather, thinking if the weather's crappy, I'll spend 4 or 5 days in the Olympic Peninsula, head down into Oregon, and just start pushing south. If I do keep getting these random decent days, I'll stay up here as long as I can. Because, I mean, seriously, I'm gonna take advantage as much as I can. The evenings are getting, oh, I don't know, down to, you know, lows overnight 42, low 40s. Had one night got down to 38. But the van, even unheated, stays at least 10 degrees warmer than ambient temperature. And the highs, upper 50s, lower 60s maybe. So it's not too bad. I mean, if you're just sitting, you need to run a little heat. But if you get out, put a jacket on, and walk around a little bit, it's not too bad. Yeah, I think I'll spend the day here and push on tomorrow. See what happens. Lowry Lake. Not bad, BC. Not bad. It's turned out to be a pretty nice day. Haven't had the bike out in a while. I got a full charge on the battery. So there's a couple lakes about 5 miles north of here. I'm going to go and I think check out. The sun's out. Got the Blue Eddy secured inside the van. In fact, that reminds me. And still charging. Got about 70% on it right now. Should charge up by the time I get back. Feel pretty safe here. It's pretty remote. Oh, okay. This is why I check. Huh. Well, what the hell? Oh. I think everything's got to be closed for that to lock. There it goes. Heard it go that time. So, feel pretty safe here, but still gonna lock up. All right, let's take the bike out and explore it a little bit. Got extra water, bear spray, full charge on the battery, I think. I haven't had the bike out in a couple weeks, but I'm pretty sure the last time, yeah, 100%. So let's go down the road and see what we can find. Yeah, it's a pretty good road until I came to this. I think there's a gate up here. Enter this land without permission is strictly no overnight camping, no campfires. Huh. That looks like a gate. Somebody had a campfire. Shoot. This was the first of 3 lakes I was going to go check out. And I don't think I want to go by that gate. I'm only up here about 1.5 miles. Oh well. Maybe I'll go back, go the other direction. See what's that way. It's kind of a bummer. I really kind of wanted to go up there. Well, I just climbed another good-sized hill, came to another gate. I got a pretty good viewpoint. You can see the lake down there. In fact, I can't see the van, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the far shore, right at that point down there. The lake I'm camped at. Yeah, pretty area. Colors are really coming in. You can see the road I came up, this logging road. See how rocky it is. That's why I got the good mountain bike with the fat tires. It goes right through this stuff. Yeah, pretty. I think I'm gonna head back down, go past the campsite and go out the other direction, south side of the lake, and see if I can find anything, any trails down through there. Maybe come around the backside. Beautiful day. I found another hanging bridge. Elk Falls. Just outside Campble River. That's pretty cool. Well, it's been a few days since I filmed last. I think I left Campble River. I was down in Campble River, spent the day there, took a couple hikes around some waterfalls down there, and drove about 45 minutes north to a free rec site, Twin Lakes, and spent 2 days there. It was rainy and cold, and I think yesterday I just pretty much sat in the van all day. I don't even know if I actually got out of the van yesterday. It was rainy and cold and full of mice. Killed 3 or 4 mice there. Yeah, it went about 2 o'clock this morning. I didn't get a lot of sleep. So I got up this morning, farted around, and drove another, I don't know, 45 minutes northeast, and about 15 miles down a pretty good gravel road. All the gravel logging roads are really good out here. Hard rock. So I came to, what is this place called? Little Bear Bay Rec Site. Another free campsite, campground. There's 5, maybe 6 sites here in this little rec area. No garbage, no nothing, just a picnic table and a fire ring. I'll show it to you here. But the nice part about it, it's right on the ocean. Now I'm right on the east side of the island, so it's, you know, it's in the channel, kind of the narrow channel on the east side of Victoria Island. But yeah, how's that for right out the van door? I only got here about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. So that's the ocean. Another drizzly, overcast day. Not getting any solar, but I do have Starlink. And it wants to go right up on the side of those trees. So I got a pretty, actually, decent clear sky, you know, kind of going up into there. I almost took this site over here at the end. This is the last site in the Rex area, just for the privacy. But I would not have any clear view of the sky and tucked in those woods. So it's midweek. And Wednesday or Thursday, I don't even know what day it is. I'm not expecting anybody else to show up today. If they do, not a big deal. It's been drizzling for a week. It's been in the 50s and kind of drizzles every day, overcast, not getting any solar. But they're talking this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, which is 2-3 days from now, atmospheric river, 2 inches of rain on Sunday is what they're calling for. So the skies are about to open up. I don't think I'm going to be staying much longer this far north. I said it's going to try to get to 60 in the upper 50s over the next 2 days, but the lows are, I don't know, lower 40s. That's not too bad. I am running the heat, at least in the mornings and the evenings. I'm running heat. Actually, yesterday it was drizzly and cold all day yesterday. Sat in the van. I don't even think I got out. I just sat and watched the YouTube videos all day long and didn't do much of anything. So got up this morning and I thought, I need a better view. I had a lakeside view there, but this is the ocean. There's a fishing boat out there. I don't know if you can see him. He's right there. Wouldn't it be cool to see some whales? I'm not expecting to see whales, but it would be cool. So yeah, I'm gonna spend, I don't know, at least 2 days here. Once you drive half hour, 45 minutes, doing 20 miles an hour down a gravel road, kind of feel like you owe it to yourself to stay here for a while. I got good water. I'm not using, still got at least a half a tank of water, and I haven't filled up for like over a week. Food's a little sketchy, especially fresh food. So I could easily stay 4 days, 5 days, but like I said, that rain's coming, and well, actually they're calling for rain, not just here in Victoria Island, but the whole eastern side of the state of Washington, even down into Oregon. So when I do pick up here and move, I don't plan on staying very long. maybe a day or two in the Olympic Peninsula, and then just keep pushing south down the Oregon coast. Probably is quicker than I want to. And then maybe get a state park for like a week or so near the redwoods, just so I can sit. I've been moving pretty fast, spending 1 and 2 nights at a time somewhere. And I kind of like to sit with power for like a week somewhere and just kind of relax before pushing farther down south into, oh, I don't know, probably Furnace Creek area of Death Valley. But for right now, that's pretty cool. Well, I need to close this video out. Last time I filmed was like 3-4 days ago. I was in Little Bear Bay up on the Jonstone Strait. Ended up leaving there after like 3 nights. Great place, loved it there. Had a lot of fun. Ended up, it was just rainy and cold, and I thought I'm almost all the way to the northern part of the island. And everybody says that's where you want to go, is the northern part of Vancouver Island, into the real rugged and a lot more remote. So I drove up there. I spent I don't know, it's tank of gas getting up to as far as you can go on paved roads. I went all the way to Port Alice and found a campground there. It was free in the off season. You got to pay during this is a nice campground. You got to pay during the summer, but it was free at the time. Only stayed 1 night there. They were getting some high winds, a lot of broken trees, broken branches coming down, and stayed 1 night there and said, you know what, the weather's pushing me out. There's just a fire hose of a atmospheric river hitting the entire Pacific Northwest. So I made reservations for Monday, which is tomorrow, on the ferry to take me back to Port Townsend in Washington State, and started driving south. I drove, 3-4 hours from Port Alice down to Campble River again, stayed in that, another little rec area overnight, got up, drove another 4 hours down here to Victoria. I'm in a little provincial park. I'd show it to you. Yeah, it's raining. I'm not going out there. It's raining. Just a nice little, it's like a state campground, state park campground in the States. It's crown land here. As I'm looking out the window, and you can't see what I'm seeing. There's just pit toilets here. They don't even have a dump station or water. So I'm going to get up in the morning. I have a 10 a.m. ferry across to Washington State. You got to be there an hour and a half ahead of time, because the United States does all their port of entry screening before you get to the States. So you got to do it in Canada, where you might check citizenship and, crossing the border. So do that in the morning and head into the Olympic Peninsula. They said the weather's crappy, and looking at the weather, you got to get down almost to San Francisco before the weather turns nice again. So the week or so I would like to stay in Oregon, explore the Oregon coast, and I still will, and the redwoods. I think I traded exploring Victoria Island for Oregon and the redwoods, because the weather's just crap now. Trying to get, what is it right now? It's 45 degrees out and rain. I'm shielding so I can see my thermometer over there. Yeah, 45 degrees. It's not fun. So I'm going to head south. I'd like to explore the Oregon coast, and I still will. I'll take a week or so getting down there too, but not the extended time I really should have done. thoughts on BC, Victoria Island. Beautiful, really. And you kind of, north of Campbell River is gorgeous up here. A lot of free camping, it's very van friendly here, very van friendly. Lots of places to stay for free. It's just gorgeous. Lots of water, lots of waterfalls, it's just easy to van camp here. Mice. Oh man, I have killed more mice in the van in the last 2 weeks than I've had 3 years on the road. Lots of mice and some big ones. I had a mouse. I thought it was a rat. It was a big fat mouse, 3 times the size of normal mice. But it was a mouse. But man, big mice, lots of them. Couple of times I didn't get much sleep just listening to them crawl around. Even setting out traps is a lot of mice. Gas prices. Gas here, after you do the conversions from liters and Canadian exchange and everything, it's about $4.50 a gallon. $4.40 in that area. So yeah, it's a little more expensive. Food is about the same. To get the van, because I am oversized, the van with the bike on is 21 feet 6 inches, so it's 22 feet. So that ended up being 101. It's about $112, $110 each way for the ferry ride across, and that's coming out of Port Townsend. I think it's a little cheaper on the other ferry farther north, but so yeah, it's $200 to get here and $4.50 gas, but the camping's for free, so you can't complain. After October, everything was a lot of the paid campgrounds, at least the public paid campgrounds, not the privately owned. A lot of stuff is closed. Very few campgrounds with power that are not privately run. Even a lot without water. So yeah, coming here after season, after Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving, yeah, you're kind of on your own, but it's the crowds are down, but then the rain starts. So what do you do? But I'd like to come back. Don't know when, and I'll probably have a truck camper when I come, because I think that's my next rig. And a truck camper here, even with all the trees and foliage, the suspension of a truck would on some of these back roads would be awesome. Not that they're rutted or anything, they're just hard and stony, and a better suspension would be better than the van. What else? That's about it. I think I'm just going to get up early, do the 45-minute run down to the docks in the morning, get on the ferry, go to Port Townsend, get a haircut. I washed this morning, but it's been a while since I've had a shower. I got my eye on a place, a state park or a county park right outside of Port Townsend with power and showers. And I'll get cleaned up, go get a haircut. I need to do a grocery shop in a very bad way, and refill the water tanks, and then wrap around the Olympic Peninsula, head down the Oregon coast, and I think I may do that real quick and not even film anything. I don't know. And then get down towards the Redwoods and maybe spend a few days there. That deserves a few days. And then push on south to like Lee Irving or somewhere down south, maybe the Alabama Hills, and then slow back down, and then slow way down, because I've been traveling 2-3 nights, one night or 2 nights at a time at some of these campgrounds, and that's just too fast. So yeah, I guess I'm starting to ramble. From a rainy Victoria Island, BC, Canada. Hey, thanks for watching.